I know that there are seasons in life where it feels like you've waited for too long and it's like nothing is happening. It's like you have prayed and God is not answering, or the way that the answer is coming is not the way that you expect it to come. It's almost as if every other thing, like everything is working for every other person, and then you are just there. You're just the one that is hanging on the side, and it's like God is not interested in what is going on in your life. Now, the honest truth is that this season of struggle where you feel like you are trapped is actually a season where God is actually making you and preparing you for whatever it is He has promised you. Just because you feel a certain emotion at a certain point in time because of the obvious things that are going on in life doesn't mean that God has left you. He said you should come to Him. He said He will never leave you nor forsake you, which means even in the season where it feels like He's not there, He's actually there with you. Now, even Jesus had to go through His season. He had to go through the cross. He had to die for Him to resurrect so that the promise of the Spirit would come. Even Abraham had to wait for certain years. In fact, when Abraham decided to even cut corners at a point in time, everything about his life was silent, but still the promise came later on. Now, the thing is that God has to prepare you for whatever it is that He has promised you. Because if He hands His gifts into hands that are not prepared to handle them, then you are not going to be able to know how to use them wisely, use them correctly. Because it is not just for your own consumption, it is for multiplication. Whatever the Lord puts into your hands, just like talents, whatever He puts into your hands, He expects that you multiply it. He has to teach you. Those seasons are seasons of learning, seasons where you feel like you are trapped. Those are the seasons where He's building character, He's building attitude, He's building resilience for life, and He's building faith inside of you. So, dear child of God, please, this is not the time to give up. This is the time to actually brace up and learn what you have to learn in this season that you have found yourself in. It doesn't change the fact that He has made the promise. God is not one to go back on His word. His promises are the same. His promises remain, but He has to prepare you for it, because He cannot. The issues of life will weigh you down. That's just the honest truth. The Lord has to prepare His vessel. He has to prepare you so that when you begin to carry those responsibilities, you carry them well. You carry them knowing that your anchor is on the Lord. So this is just an encouragement that you can look forward to something. Just don't feel like because you feel trapped in a particular season in your life, then nothing is happening. Something is actually happening. Dear child of God, please, this is not the time to give up.